What's up, everybody? Circon here, bringing you day 19 of the Advent calendar, and it is a good one for once. It's not a new tank, but it is probably one of my favorite tanks in the game, the Cromwell Be. Um, Obviously, basically a Cromwell that makes money, and it's actually slightly better than the Cromwell. Um, but we'll get into that into the stats and everything in a second. Just gonna look at the price. It's 25 bucks. I think it's always been 25 bucks. It comes with gold, not with credits. Obviously the garage slot, and it comes with this crew training. That's basically like the female crew, where the Brothers in Arms perk is for free, and you cannot unlearn it. But that means that the first skill that they're gonna learn after this Brothers in Arms perk counts as the first skill. So that's very nice to have. Obviously, you're gonna have to use some gold to retrain the crew if you already have other British mediums. And if you don't, well, there you go, you already got a crew going. So if you ever want to grind that line. NA got fucked. For them, it's more expensive. I don't know why. It comes with more gold than usual. And then Asia is kind of the same with 3,000 gold. I think it's the exact same as Europe. It's just the conversion from dollars to euros. So I don't know, NA is like on the crack pipe or something. I don't know. They've been having the shittiest bundles for a while now. They tend to have the shittiest bundles, but they also have the option to get the tanks for like 2 or 3 days instead of just the 1 day, which is also really dumb and should definitely be changed for next year. Anyway, regardless, the Cromwell Be, how awesome is it? It is incredibly awesome. It has almost 2200 DPM at tier 6, and this is without anything, any crew, buffs, ventilation, food, all of that. It has 8 gun depression, which is very comfortable to drive. It goes 64 kilometers an hour, 20 backwards, and it has a power to weight of almost 23.5, which is extremely good. And it has 50 tank traverse, so this thing moves, this thing goes. Now the dispersion is not even that bad at 0.35, however, it shoots so ridiculously fast that unless you're standing still, you're not going to put in fully aimed shots. And even if you stand still, chances are you're not fully aimed by the next shot, because this thing has insane DPM. 360 view range is normal. It's not great. It's not awesome, but it is decent enough for tier 6. Especially when you have your good crews with Brothers in Arms and stuff, which you get with the tank. The view range also goes up. It also has very decent camo for its tier. The hull armor is good enough to resist the lower tier HE shells, but be cautious with the 105s, the Sherman derps. That HE can and will fuck you up at times with the 100 heat pen for sure. So you gotta be careful of that, but it's not like you're gonna die to some random asshole shooting HE. You gotta be pretty Gucci in the front. So yeah, comparing it to the normal Cromwell, it's almost all the same, except for some notable, well, a couple of slight differences. And that's the turret reverse weapon handling is slightly better on the normal Cromwell. However, the terrain resistances are way better on the Cromwell B. Like, insanely better. Like, nearing like half of what it is. Not really half, but almost half of the normal Cromwell. So this means it moves even better than the normal Cromwell. And it also has 50 tank traverse instead of the 36 that the normal Cromwell has, which is another huge difference. 14 extra degrees a second is insane. And the radiant range is better for some reason. And everything else is pretty much the same. The camo values are actually insane for medium tank at this tier. It's better than, for example, the Swedish tier 6 medium, which I think should be more stealthy than a Cromwell, but hey, who am I? So yes, the Cromwell B is worthwhile getting, especially if you need the gold. Yes, it's only in the bundle, and yes, that's bad. Yes, they should sell it separately. But there's no denying, even for 25 bucks, and I know it's a tier 6, and at that price you will be able to get a tier 8 medium as well that's on discount. So keep that in mind. But with the gold and the crew, I can do nothing but advertise this as like this is the only tank I say you must buy to have a good time in World of Tanks. You can always fall back on the Cromwell. It's always a good time, especially in a platoon of 3. It's good for strongholds as well at tier 6. I think there might even be some clan wars at tier 6, but I'm not sure about that. Tier 6 is a decent tier. I think it's a lot more fun than tier 7, that's for sure. And in some cases, it can be a lot more fun than tier 8 as well. So yeah, fully recommend. Do, however, as always, check out my YouTube channel. I have a couple of normal Cromwell replays, but just think of that replay plus a little bit more mobility, and that's the Cromwell Be for you. I got 2 really good videos lined up right now. Don't forget to subscribe as always. I'll be back tomorrow with day 20. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.